really refreshing to me, because normally evaluation is something to be quite, people in the past have described it to me variously as policing, and as something to be quite wary of. But in this case, Save the Children, CNA Foundation and CNA the business actually found it a very empowering process. And I think without this approach, it would have been difficult to get some of that, the truth to come out regarding, particularly I think the partnership aspects in this evaluation. When you're evaluating a partnership or a marriage, as you compared to, in this case, with 3 people in the marriage, that's a recipe for secrecy normally, or in this case we managed to get right down into the kind of reasoning why certain parts of that marriage have not gone according to plan. Skeptical at the first inception workshop, right at the very beginning. I thought it was too touchy-feely. But then after after an hour or so, I thought, oh, I got into this. This was actually, and also the use of metaphor in it, and storytelling. Monstrously large report with a lot of annexes and case studies. Ultimately, they won't be read again. After 2 bookended workshops, which were really positive, energized. I also remember my executive director here, Leslie Johnston, sitting for us in that final workshop for 7 hours, thoroughly enjoying it, and said at the end, I never thought I'd say this, but I really enjoyed this evaluation workshop. That energy was lost in the report writing, and I don't think you can get away from that necessarily, because report writing is essential, but we can try and continually reduce the length of report, particularly when it comes to complex partnerships, where you're actually evaluating relationships between people. Let's not forget that these partnerships are made up of people, and bringing out that richness with, I think, traditional evaluative methods would be difficult, because they're quite cold. What I liked about this process, whole person approach, was that it was very collaborative, but it was also independent at the same time. At the end, we had a mix of good news and bad news in this evaluation, with the reasoning why. That was independently delivered, but it was delivered in such a way that people were more likely to take it on board.